and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Switch. X3, 218, jump. 5.
40 wants the mic. Check.
Look at me. Door. Lead grip.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game. Let it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Right there, 54, right? Go! Check 37, check 34! Alert flare! Hey, he's coming to you. Motion, hey.
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down, New England.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Switch.
Topper, get it.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
54. You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here.
The former Purdue Boilerman. Set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Set.
First and 10
19.
at the 41-yard
Check, check.
line.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Record. Hey, 54. Off. Hey, 55. Under crunch. You.
Watson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is Mostert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Tighten up. Time 54. Check 52. Motion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Mike 31. It's just me and you. It's free. Me and you. Sponge. No. Check three. Hey, switch gears. Check. 54's Mike.
One of their two remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Mike 5-4. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On first down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, Patriots.
Ready,
The
ready.
big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
From the gun, Eason. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Orbit.
36. Line 36. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Blue there. Blue there. Switch. Switch. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Check. Alert. Check. Check 4. Check 4. Motion.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
24. Slam. Check motion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, D. 59. Get wide. Say.
Now Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's it, baby.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
36. Motion.
Watson now on third down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Protein spill.
From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off play action. Eason. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19.
54. Line 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
55.
Showing it. Showing it.
Now it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Texans.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 13-year man puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set. Check. Check 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check. 24. Hot 7.
Eyes up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. But he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Set. 19. 54. 36.
3rd and 2. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Now.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see. Keep grip.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 9, Watson going deep for Hop. And got his man complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the gun, here's Watson. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a handoff looking right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd 2nd and goal now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Match box, lights. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On 3rd down, Eason. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And it's Michel once again. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and...
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground is Michel. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Landry, the intended target. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. John Simon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking.
That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I'm coming for you.
Alert low, alert.
Third and long. It's Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's
Let's go. 18 Gator.
36. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw on third down. Eason. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Ready?
On fourth down, Eason. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Complete. It's Johnson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something.